Hey family and friends, just wanted to give you an update. I know it's been a long time since I made a video and given an update on how I've been doing. I'm doing, I think, a little bit better than I was before on June 4th. For those of you who do know what took place on June 4th, because I think I pretty much told everybody that I've talked to, and it's been difficult to talk about it because then it kind of brings you back and it's kind of like a flashback. But anyways, I've been taking my medications to help with the panic anxiety and depression, and medicine to help me sleep so my mind's not having like racing thoughts so I can have a full night's sleep. I'm taking at this time mirtazapine. It's at 30 milligrams now. I've been taking it for about 2 months, I believe. I started off at half and then to 15 milligrams and then to 30 milligrams by October. And today is November 2nd, and I just want to let everyone know how I'm doing. I'm pretty much already sure everyone knows since I've had contact with some of you, but if any of you want to know or are wondering, you can always comment on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel if I decide to put this on YouTube or not. But mainly I'm just probably going to upload this to Facebook. So anyways, the medicines I've been taking is mirtazapine, 30 milligrams, and clozapam, 1 milligram. And I'm not sure what you call this one for sleep. Probably can't even read it. It's Quetia. Quetiapine, and it's 100 milligrams, and it's for bedtime to help me stay asleep, so I'm not having like those racing thoughts, and I could stay asleep. Other than that, I've been able to get back into things like watching movies to a certain extent. I really haven't watched too much TV. But a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, about a week ago before, me and my mom rented some movies. And, of course, my mom and dad have been staying with me this entire time since I've been sick. And that's just how things seem a little better for me and a little bit more balanced. And I'm really not sure yet. But I'm seeing a therapist named Sally Hudson. I see her once a week. I was seeing a Christian counselor, which I thought was a Christian counselor. The website looks very, how would you say, I can't even find the word for it, but you can't always believe what you read or what you hear. You can only tell by their actions, and I saw this lady, Nancy Wilkerson, about maybe a handful of times, and decided that that really wasn't what, I saw in her profession as far as being a Christian, and as well as kind of taking the two as far as illnesses and as far as her education, as far as medical, and education on illnesses and stuff, and kind of working it together. It just wasn't working out, and that was like back in October. I think I started seeing her, and I'm no longer seeing her. I'm just seeing Sally Hudson, which I've been seeing from the very beginning, and I'm just been trying to take one step at a time, although sometimes I try to jump and get ahead sometimes, and I have those days where I have those happy days, I have those down days, and I'm still not quite sure what to exactly feel in the norm, because it's been so long since I've been sick, but since June 4th, since I really got sick, that was a really different kind of story for me. Here comes my dad. And he wants a cigarette. I'll have to take a pause moment break. Be right back. My apologies, my dad's awake. He usually has his routine cigarette in the morning and the afternoon, and I think about 9 My mom's been trying to get him to try to stay away from smoking, and he was doing a really great job, not smoking, but I think he's been under a tremendous lot of stress with having to be here, I think. But he says it doesn't bother him any. But I know he misses home and wants to be home, and my mom too and stuff. And I do want them eventually to be able to go home and for me to be better, and so I can take care of myself. Not that I can't take care of myself. I just want to be able to feel safe and not scared or worried, that I'm going to have this severe panic anxiety attack and I'm going to relapse or something. But in that, I'm doing okay. I'm getting into things like painting by numbers. I picked up going to a class at Hobby Lobby doing acrylic painting. I posted some of that already on my wall. I'm doing a chickadee that's on a branch. So I'm working on that on a canvas. This is my first time trying to trace and paint. As far as mixing colors, everything's making something my own instead of painting by numbers. But I think painting by numbers is a good way of practicing, of mixing colors and learning the shades and areas of how to have something come to life. And maybe on your own, it's something you could try to do as far as making your own kind of painting, or something you can you may see outdoors, or a picture you can refer to and paint yourself, hopefully with acrylic or oil paints or watercolors. I've been really big into painting by numbers and trying to get out and do things like go to the store, and by driving. I really need to get my driver's license, which I'm really hoping I'm not repeating myself. And sorry if I am. Just trying to cover everything, and sometimes I'm not sure if I've mentioned it. But been going to the store, and I don't go alone. I always have someone with me, like my dad mainly, or my husband. Because I want to try to get out. I don't want to just be sitting at home, because I know it's not healthy to sit at home all the time. And then going out to lunch or dinner, that's what I try to do. Or trying to do a little shopping, mainly getting tons of paint by numbers, which I don't know how I'm going to get all those done, but there's so many paintings I want to do. I just kind of, I guess, overexert myself with too many, by buying too many, but hopefully I'll be able to get to all of them and finish them and frame them and maybe keep most of them, and hopefully maybe give them as a Christmas gift. Been spending some time with my husband when he has time off work, or I go with him. But just, like I said, the medicine seems to be doing its job, I guess. I really don't know, because I've been sick for so long, and the severe sickness that took place, where you have basically having like a meltdown where your body just shuts down, so many words, and kind of snowballs. And it's just like one of those things, I guess, that happens out of nowhere. What else? Been taking my daughter with me, on some of the trips. Today we're supposed to go to Toys R Us, and she wants to get a wolf toy. She's into wolves and horses and My Little Pony, and what else? Little's Pet Shop. She's really big into those things. So I've just been trying to keep myself active. Sad winter's coming, because I was hoping to, get a bike and maybe ride around the park, and really planning and hoping to get a dog. I think it's a Shih or Shih, not sure, or a golden retriever, a young adult. Needing to find a home for my cat Faith, so if anyone's looking for a kitty to adopt, free of charge. She's a very affectionate kitty, though she's really got a really good personality. You'd have to, kind of find out for yourself. Also, my bunny, I'm going to have to give up, because I don't want to make my home kind of like a zoo, keep like a 2 animal, like 2 cats, 1 dog kind of thing, and maybe some birds or something later in the future. But, other than that, like I said, I'm probably saying it again, I'm doing okay. I have my moments where I feel a little anxious or I feel a little panicky. But I try to do the breathing techniques to help me with that, and try to take my mind somewhere else off of that the best that I can. I went to doctors yesterday. I weigh 102. Back in October, I think I weighed 96 or 97. So I weigh 102 now. Everything seems normal. They took some blood work to check my thyroid, so I have to do that every 3 months since thyroid problems run in the family. Other than that, things are fine. I just wish my husband was home more. I'm hoping he can find another job, where he's not out of town and happen to go out of town and gone long periods of time. It's been really tough and a really stressor. And I'm not looking forward to the winter. It's, cloudy, everything's dead and cold, and everyone's getting sick. But the snow is pretty. I do like the snow, but I really don't like it where you can't be able to get out very much, or you have to be careful when it snows or sleets and all that. Well, anyways, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, or to comment, on my Facebook. I'm not sure if I've covered everything. I'm eating better. I'm waking up pretty much almost every day at 9 o'clock to take my anxiety medicine, so I get up at that time. I don't eat right away. I eat probably sometimes around 11, 12, or 1, which is like a late breakfast, and then a late lunch and late dinner. With the medication, I've been feeling kind of like I've had like this craving for sweets for some reason. But I'm continuing with my therapist, counselor, and my psychiatrist, which is what Do, which is a funny name. He seems like a nice doctor, but a busy man. And I'm supposed to see him on November 8th. And here it is, October, and I don't know if things will really quite be the same for me. I mean, really, it's something I have to pray about, and I know God can probably take me there, but be an even better me. But I'm just happy I'm able to take it out and do things, though I still don't like doing things by myself, because like I've told everybody else, my husband goes out of town a lot, and I have my daughter, and my husband most of the time is not here, and it can be a bit depressing, the same routine every day, even though you are trying to get out and do things, or do things at home. You want to do something with your family. But anyway, this video has been 13 minutes long and 45 or 46, 47 seconds long. But I just want to let everybody know how I'm doing, and that I definitely need to get back into church, which I'm hoping to do Sunday, and look into a Bible study or something, and also try to get back into reading my Bible and praying more. Those are some goals I really need to work on, because I haven't been doing them much these past 2 months, and I know I need to in my heart, because I love the Lord Jesus, and I want to do what satisfies Him and makes Him happy, and just have a closer relationship with Him. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll hopefully make a video updates, probably close to maybe around December, or maybe toward the end of November, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get like a dose medication change, or increase or decrease or whatever on medications, but If you ever get to this point where you end up with panic anxiety disorder or severe depression and codependency or anything, don't wait on it like I did. Many years of, this going on, but I hit rock bottom by June 4th. Wasn't a pretty picture. It's like your body's way of telling you something, but your mind's like, at the same time, trying to understand what's going on because your body's trying to shut down and trying to protect itself. That's what was explained to me. And right now, I don't feel like my thoughts are really wandering a whole bunch. I really don't know. That's the question I had for my therapist, is how do you actually really know when you're feeling well and, if you've never felt it before, really, besides somewhat. But anyways, I'm going to leave you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God bless you, and don't forget to go to church tomorrow and read your Bible and say your prayers, and God bless you, and thank you all for all of you who have been there, who have been supportive, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot, and I love you all. Anyways, you all take care. I don't know what else to say. Besides, I'm doing okay. I have my ups and downs, and scary, worrisome, fearful moments, but medicine seems to be keeping that under control, and I hope it continues that way, and hopefully eventually get off the medication in time. And hopefully maybe next year, I'm praying and hoping through Lord Jesus Christ that I can be able to have a plan to have another baby, if it's God's will. It's something I'm really wanting, but I want to get better first. But anyways, I want to keep going on. I'm already 17 minutes long, and well, you all take care, and I love you. Hope to talk to you soon.